Hey guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back in Skyrim. We just woke up here at the College of Winterhold. In our last episode, we were down with Septimus Cygnus in his outpost, getting access to a blood collector to collect blood from every elf in Tamriel in order to open a Dwemer lockbox that's down there. Sarah is now worshipping the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora, which we probably should do a prayer to Hermaeus Mora. I think Hermaeus Mora has an open prayer thought process. He doesn't require that we only pray during certain times. Let's see. Oh, that's Jigleg's blessing. Um, Here we go. Read Eldritch pages and blind them into Eldritch tomes. Read books that teach new spells, and become my champion at the Summit of Apocrypha. We will be working on some of this for Hermaeus Mora, but we are now following the blessings of Hermaeus Mora. Now, a question that I had: Universe listens, ancient knowledge, demons of knowledge, follows of Hermaeus Mora. Uh, I'm trying to remember what exactly is how I get the pages. Is it just on people that I kill? Probably. Well, we'll figure it out later. But we're going to do a quick prayer to Hermaeus Mora. We are back down to 20% thanks to us switching followings, but that's fine. Um, Now, Sarah has returned to the college for a couple of reasons. She's been doing a lot more research into a couple of different things that she's trying to obtain, and she recently got word that they were bringing her a book she had requested. Um, Here we have the Imperial Report on Sarthal. This was the um, underground ruin that she was originally in, which she doesn't really have an interest in that. But this is what she was interested in: the Dragon Priest of Skyrim. And the reason she was interested in this was because this is a book. This is a book of cartographic information of all of the priests in Skyrim. And now we have a quest marker that allows us to have access to obtain the Wooden Mask, obtain Vokun's Mask, obtain Volsun's Mask, obtain Rodga's Mask, obtain the Mad's Mask, obtain Curious Mask, and obtain Hovia's Masks. And go to Priest. So this allows us to mark these, which now we have the location of all of the masks we are missing, which allows us to have a much easier time at collecting these different masks. Now, I do think that a few of these we already have, because I'm pretty sure we have Vokun's mask. Because I'm pretty sure we have obtained, so I don't think that that's working the way it's supposed to. Yeah, we have Vokun's mask, so I don't know why it's not working the way I was expecting it to. I like how we can wear both masks at the same time. Let's put the copper circlet back on. But we now have the all of the masks, and while there is a problem with the fact that the masks are um, not showing up properly, we can always just go and deal with them. Um, we also have Volsung's mask, which we obviously have already obtained Volsung's mask, but it will help us find the masks we are missing. And there's Hadron's mask, so we can go to that one. So we'll probably actually go to that one. So we'll travel to the World Gate. As far as survival mode goes, I'm leaving that off for a while. I have a couple of reasons of why I'm going to be doing
Don't like
this.
those eyes you've got. Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
I really thought you would have buggered off by now, but okay. But one thing I did want to talk about is there's a chance that this Let's Play is going to be coming to an end a lot sooner than I was expecting. Um, I might have us obtain the rest of the Dragon Priest masks. I might have us go do Souls Time. I might still do some more stuff, but there's a chance that I'll just end up dropping this Let's Play at some point. If I do, I will give one final Let's Play of it, and basically it'll be a what Sarah's story was going to happen, what was going to happen to Sarah's story. And the reason that I'm making this decision has a lot to do with my personal life and things going on in my personal life, making this not exactly not fun, but recording it being more of a pain than it's worth. Um, there's a couple of episodes that I'm going to be having to be released right now. I have plenty of time to release them, but the problem with it is I have to go through a lot of work with them because it turns out the World Gate mod had a lot of copyrighted music in it. Um, so if that's going to be a big thing with the World Gate mod. If you're watching this, you probably already saw that me go through that. Um, those will be released, but they also will be silenced due to copyright claims on the thing, which means we won't be going back to the World Gate as far as exploring it as a location in this Let's Play. Um, we probably won't be going back to that world. Um, I might uninstall it. I don't know because it's one thing to add mods. Some people might notice that this Dragon Priest mod was something I added, which is basically the Dragon Priest of Skyrim mod. Um, I just basically looked up if there was a mod that added in the quest markers for them, and there was. We might visit the ones we've already visited just to make sure that we mark them as being gotten. Oh.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free.
What evil do you mean?
We stand at the tomb of Hednorak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand.
There must be a way to stop it.
I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed.
Then I'll help you. What must be done?
You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hednorak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me. But be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hednorak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
I instantly wonder if this, instead of it being the fact that it's
With those 3 vessels, Hednorak can restore himself. Find them before he can.
why do you fear Norak?
He had a way of enthralling people, and built up a loyal army of followers. Good men fell under his spell, and were forever twisted, made evil. After that, fear was enough to keep them in line. He could torture and humiliate them, and they would not rebel. Even in death, they serve him still.
Why are you here?
Norak planned his resurrection obsessively before dying. My duty in life and in death is to make sure he stays in this tomb for eternity.
I don't want to sit on the throne. I was trying to see if I could access the skeleton, but it doesn't seem like I can. Sarah does automatically wonder if maybe this guy is not to be trusted. If maybe he's just trying to help us awaken Honorak, but if that's the case, she's fine with that. She's just planning on defeating him anyways. We also are going to be doing a lot more speeding up with this, if just in case I do decide to be done. There's the coffin that contains him, which that's why the quest marker is there, because it's trying to have me collect the Dragon Priest mask that's on him. So we're going to turn on the 3 vessels quest. We'll go ahead and turn off everything else for now. I'm deciding to take care of this. This is the other reason why I did this. I really like the Dragon Priest masks, the Dragon Priest quest line. Oh, that's where we pour the equipment once we find it. Now I do, like I said before, Sarah is very conscious of the fact that this guy might be tricking her, which I'm not entirely sure if that's how this goes, but that's definitely how it seems. He's saying that we have to collect these things in order to stop him, but I know that we awaken him, so it may be that maybe it's that it weakens him and he's not as powerful when we wake him up. Ow. Fire elemental blast. There is a couple of mods I was looking at to possibly add to the Let's Play. Whether or not I add them will not affect whether or not the Let's Play continues. Like I said before, my original plan for modding was that I would just continue modding, and if something breaks, then we would just restart. Oh, that's the first time I've seen a spectral dragon priest. You're not getting away from me. Ebony plate armor. Interesting. I have been playing other characters, trying to see what trying to explore a bit more of the game. Um, but nothing of interest really. I try to avoid the quests that I've installed just so that we don't have to deal with that. It is one of the reasons why modding is not something I was planning on doing a lot of for this Let's Play. Part of it was because I couldn't figure out how to get a bunch of mods in, but another reason was I didn't want to put a bunch of mods in and then deal with tons of copyright music. But part of me is considering stopping, like I said, due to personal life, due to a couple of different things. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to stop, because I'm enjoying the Let's Play as far as it is so far. And I've thought about, and in thinking about stopping, I put the thought process behind it of whether or not I wanted to. And it was less of a, I wanted to stop playing, and more of a, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I thought about switching it over to being the same thing as Factorio, where I would live stream it, and then I would be able to play for more time, but I wouldn't be able to come up with a schedule for it is the problem. I don't play Skyrim on a frequent basis. But with a lot of the changes being made to YouTube and a lot of what's been going on, it's becoming more of a discouragement, because I do fear that I may be forced to stop the Let's Play, and I would rather stop it on my own terms rather than having it suddenly just come to an end. I can also say that another reason is the interest in it also is something that is affecting me. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and beg that more people watch it. I'm not going to say that just if more people were watching it would make it more interesting, as I don't think that is true. I can understand why some people wouldn't want to watch it. I can understand why people would have their own thoughts on it. I never thought I was very good at this anyways. I enjoy the story myself. I enjoy doing it, but I could continue the story without recording it. So, like I said, it's not like I'm planning on stopping yet. I'm just wanting to give you guys a warning that if it stops all of a sudden, it's probably because of the fact that everything kind of got away from me at some point, and that's what made me stop. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't enjoying it. I love this Let's Play, but the amount of headaches I get from it are definitely going to affect whether or not I want to continue making it. Like I said, it's not one thing in particular. It's a lot of things starting to pile up, and as those things pile up, it makes it more and more possible for me to just want to be taking a break from it, just to give myself a chance to reset back to a bit more comfortable situation. But Sarah has found her interest increasing in the Dragon Priest mask. It was one reason why she asked for books on the Dragon Priest mask. Oh, that was trapped. And that was not worth it. Oh. That was interesting. I was not expecting a giant spider. But that's alright. Not expecting several giant spiders, but again, that is alright. I'm loving keening as a weapon. I think Sarah has found herself very much attached to keening, not just because it's a Daedric artifact, not a Daedric artifact, not just because it's a Dwemer artifact, but also because of how powerful it truly is. I think I'd be more into this if I was better, if I felt like I did a better job at it, and if I was able to make it the way I wanted to make it. But that comes down to my personal willingness to put forth the effort to making it. It's a lot of the reasons why a lot of my Minecraft Let's Plays that I did eventually came to an end. Just due to the fact of I felt like I wasn't doing it justice. But I don't plan on ever. I don't see myself ever improving because I don't personally put forth the effort towards it. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't see myself making. That's one of the reasons. It's one of the things that's helped me keep from stopping. Because I'm like, if I'm not interested in trying to improve, then if this is the best I'm going to get out, it's better than nothing. But I can also say that I also don't know how exactly to feel about that. It is a personal flaw of my own, which I know. I've never been one for fixing that. This place is intricate and interesting. I could have used my ability to teleport to get through that area back there where the fire was shooting from the soul gems. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's probably closer to where this ends than where I am currently. I wonder if the reason that we don't have the, like, why we're missing a few of the why a few of the masks that we already have are being marked as not being had. It has to do with the fact that we only have that one quest active, right? No, we have a bunch of these quests active as well. That's what's going on there. I might just teleport. I might just use the teleport if... Yeah, we're just going to use the teleport to get up past here. There we go. Of course, we can grab these soul gems to stop the future fire. And we have another vessel. Clairvoyance. A few mods that I've looked into, though, are some stuff that changed the College of Winterhold. I'm afraid that I'd have to restart Skyrim I'd have to restart the Let's Play for some of those, since we've already done the College of Winterhold quest. Part of me wishes I would have looked into that prior to starting this Let's Play, but I wasn't super confident in my modding skills, because there were a few mods that I tried to install that wouldn't work and kept breaking, which discouraged me from trying. I will admit that that is another one of my flaws, that I have a very difficult time with being confident in my abilities. Okay, why did it want me to go this way if... Oh, yay. So you're going to be completely useless as a guide. Alright, let's try and work our way through here without it then. Is one reason why having the quest markers isn't always helpful. Oh, so that's how you did that. Okay. Turns out I didn't need to teleport in here like I thought I did. I guess that makes sense, since you wouldn't normally be able to teleport. I thought it was just that you had to get past here and then the entrance was somewhere on the other side. Maybe that's just supposed to discourage you from continuing until you go back and get the vessel. Nope, we're getting closer. Another dragon claw. I wonder if we're gonna get a word wall out of this. I feel like we should. Iron dragon claw. Dragon, bird, wolf. So dragon, bird, wolf. Dragon, bird, wolf. Dragon, bird, wolf. Hey, it's the same thing as the one in Bleak Falls Barrow, I'm pretty sure, where it's you have to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have to change them all twice. That's one more. And downed. I'm realizing I probably should have been checking these people, since I'm pretty sure we get pages off of people we killed. Yep. Like it's relatively rare, so we probably haven't missed many coming through here. Up, so we can go into here. Figure out what this word is. Hunt Aura Whisper. I'm pretty sure that's the third of Aura Whisper, so we've now mastered, I think, the third shout of this playthrough. Another flawed Valor Stone, and a bunch more useless crap. But yeah, I think one of her main reasons for being focused on those Dragon Priest masks now is that she's found enough of them to make her interested in it. And she's probably trying to gain as much power as possible. I can definitely say she's getting closer and closer to wanting to go to Solstheim. Just because of the fact that it does intrigue her that there might be another Dragonborn. I also foresee it being the fact that she's interested in going to Solstheim because Hermasmora probably has told her there's power there.
You found the vessels. I was worried that I had sent you to your death.
What am I going to do with
In
these?
life, Hevnorak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers.
Seems dangerous.
More dangerous than you know. Left alone, however, he will awaken when he has grown too powerful to be stopped. This is the only way to be sure.
I'm ready.
Well, empty the vessel. When you have done so, I will unbind Hevnorak. He will awaken in a weakened state, but the Lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
So we activate the sconce to pour the vessels in, giving us that usual blood-filling thing, and then we sit in the throne. The lighting was very weird there. There he is. Quite a bit simpler than what he was probably expecting, but we are a master of Ethereus magic. Immune to disease and poison. I have to say that this one feels like a pretty big letdown, but I could see it being useful as well.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take Hevnorak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some...
No biggie. Probably just gonna say and serve as some catalyst or something. We will be heading to Labyrinthia. We have 2 of the Dragon Priest masks that we need to go turn into Labyrinthia. Um, the next couple of quests may be just dealing with these Dragon Priest masks, at least as many as we can. There is one that we will not be able to deal with for a while because it is part of the main quest, and I don't plan on pushing it that far, especially since that's near the very end of the main quest. But I would like to obtain I would like to obtain a couple of the Dragon Priest masks. Um, uh, Westmire Crypt. There's Labyrinthia. The other reason for her fast traveling, for me using her fast travel now, is I believe her magicka has become powerful enough that she can. If I'm going to try and keep the fast traveling to not as much, but like I said, if I do end up calling in this, I want to get as far as I can. So walking from one point to another is a little on the discouragement side for me. What I might start doing, just so that we're not fast traveling all the time, is I might have it be that Labyrinthia is just another location we can fast travel to. The World Gates place is probably another one I'm going to say is allowed, but I'm probably going to start cutting down on how many we can just pop and we're there. Try to keep it kind of understood of what we can. Now, the ones that we are here to drop off, because we're not going to give up them all, is all the ones we have except for Volsung. I want to keep Volsung. So Vokun and Harik can be dropped off. So Volsung no, Vokun yes, Otar we do not have, Roagat we do not have, Namaken we do not have, Hanvar we have, and Chorus we do not have. So right now we have 4 of the 8 Dragon Priest masks. We are halfway there. I know at least one of these we will not be able to obtain for a good amount of time. Just so that I can show you guys, because I did want to kind of show this off. We have to be kind of careful when we do this, so I will be saving real quick. But what we can do is we can teleport out here. Now, storyline-wise, Sarah can't do this. There's a barrier that keeps her from being able to leave that chamber, because technically for her, she should be able to come out here and then explore, but as we can see, it's not exactly a place where we can explore, and I'm pretty sure if I just walk out there, I'll end up falling into the never-ending void. So, yeah. It's one reason why I haven't really showed that off. There's not really much to show, but I did want to kind of give you guys a sneak peek at what is outside of there. Again, it's one of those things of, obviously I wish that would be that we could explore the ancient Skyrim, but obviously we can't. But that is quite alright. Continuing though on our process, I have wondered, like, if I get the Horn of Hearsane and then I use the transportation mod, the transportation spell I have to travel, if it would like glitch out, because it would be me trying to be wearing the horn that's supposed to send me somewhere, and then appearing back here in Skyrim. We are not going to go get another mask right now. There has been a dragon marker over here that I am thinking I am going to finally deal with. Not to mention, I am also noticing a shrine in this area, and I want to make sure that it's not here in Labyrinthia, as it would be interesting to find out that there is, as I would gain another shrine location, although it seems like it's probably going to be up there somewhere. So let's do some spelunking. one of the best parts about having this ability is being able to just travel like this whenever I want, so that I don't have to deal with so that I can find my own path. Seems like we found a relatively normal location. I'm pretty sure this is just another dragon to slay. Yep, and there he is. Let's go with Relentless Storm. Nope. We'll notice that my Magicka bar isn't showing up anymore. And my guess is that's because I have so much Magicka that I have so much Magicka regen and so much Magicka so much Magicka so many things that decrease the cost of Magicka that it's actually like counteracting themselves. So I constantly have full Magicka. And another dragon down, and another soul for me. How many souls are we at? Because I know we haven't upgraded a dragon shout in a while. We have 13 dragon souls. And yeah, we have Animal Allegiance and Aura Whisper, which are at full. We have Dismay, Drain Vitality, Elemental Fury, Frost Breath, Ice Form, Kind's Peace. I want to learn Storm Call. So we're going to learn Storm Call, because I like Storm Call. And I think that's going to be enough for now. Let's see what this one is. We now have the next word of Frost Breath. Which, did that complete Frost Breath, or are we just now at 2 words for Frost Breath? No, we now have the full Frost Breath. Your breath is winter, your Thume a blizzard. This will be another, this is the first non-quest line shout we've purchased all of. Now, this way is the shrine. Oops. Wrong one. Zenithar's Blink. Or Zurin's Blink. I keep calling it Zenithar, and it's not Zenithar. Zenithar is one of the gods. Ah! Well, we've been popping around this area a lot lately, so it might as well have been time for us to find Mehrunes Dagon's altar. We will not be switching to Mehrunes Dagon. He has offered us a position before, and we have told him no. We are slowly getting close to the end of this episode. Like I said at the beginning, I will be planning on continuing for at least a little while. I have not gotten to the point where I want to stop just yet, but it is getting to the point where that is becoming a problem. Like I mentioned before, thanks to WorldGate having so much copyrighted music, it's most likely that I will not be going back there. I may be even cutting out all of WorldGate's recordings. I might not put those up. I haven't decided yet. I might put them up depending on if I think there's only a few of them, so I might be willing to put them up since there's only a few of them. And actually, oh no, that's another one of the standing stones. I thought at first I thought that was one of the shrines we were supposed to visit, but no, it's not. So the other thing we need to work on um, is I'd like to take care of this amulet. So I think Sarah sits down and meditates on this amulet, asking Himea's Mora for some of the knowledge she does not have in order to figure out where this amulet is from. And it looks like it might be in the college. It is. Okay, that makes that nice and simple. I'll also be willing to fast travel if we would have just been able to fast travel back to um, Clockwork Castle to get here, to get somewhere, because I could always just travel to Clockwork Castle, um, either by traveling through my teleportation or by
Why are
traveling
my
through.
research materials constantly disappearing?
It is nice that you try to talk to me, but I am rather busy. Or do you want to buy a book?
I don't think you're a normal
Huh?
character. Um, I found your necklace, I guess. I'm not even sure who you are, but I found your necklace.
You're amazing, thanks. When I was a little girl, I used to collect small shiny objects. I thought they were so beautiful. Here, you can have one. I also throw in a book from my personal collection. It is quite provocative. It is from an old friend of mine. Thanks. By the way, I heard that Michel Sebastian of Bruma is meditating in the Beoces Lake. You should pay him a visit. He is known to carry some rare books around. The Beoces Lake is inside the Moss Mother Cavern.
Okay, thank you. Um, who is Magician Sebastian of Bruma?
I once organized a course with him. It was about Hammerfell philosophy. It mostly concerned the problem of solipsism. We had fun. He seemed heavily focused on defending the truth of solipsism, where I believed it was mostly grounded on a delusion. Anyway, he abandoned philosophy. I think it no longer satisfied him, but he still trades books. He loves seclusion. That is why he is drawn to the Beoces Lake, I think.
Um, more about yourself. I need help locating the Dwemer home, ancient Dwemer home. Where is
It is a
Bosmer Lake?
cave inside a cave. Look for the Moss Mother Cavern, and somewhere inside should be a trapdoor. Good luck.
Okay. Um, I could use some help locating ancient Dwemer tomes. Sarah likes this idea, and I guess this woman's here because of that.
Well, I am rather busy. All right.
Please.
What book are you looking for?
Let's see. Logico Pharesius, Forbidden Thoughts, The Cave, Understanding Nothing, What is Enlightenment? On second thought, I don't need any help at all. What is
You know,
Enlightenment?
that is a book worth finding. Not because it contains wisdom, but because it expresses a common delusion among old Dwemer philosophers. I would tell you more about it, but I am too busy, you see.
Uh, what do you have for
Take a
sale?
look.
I'm guessing she mostly sells books. Dance of Fire, Ancient Possible Worlds. Hmm. The Logic 2 on Nothing. What is Enlightenment? Oh, she has several books. She has a couple of the. I will buy What is Enlightenment. We might buy the other ones, depending on what an Enlightenment does. I don't know who this lady is. I'm guessing I added her from a I'm guessing a mod adds her because she doesn't seem normal. But I will see you guys in the next episode, and then we will take more into look at this. What is Enlightenment? Talk to you guys later.